Good evening, sports fans, and welcome. We are broadcasting live from Brooksville, Florida for the Florida 4A District 9 softball semifinals exclusively on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We are now streaming our second game of the semifinal doubleheader. Our first game featured Wesley Chapel against Nature Coast, with Wesley Chapel taking the victory in extras, being the first team to advance to tomorrow's championship game. They'll be taking on the winner of this game, which features the number 1 seeded Hernando Leopards taking on the number 5 seeded Weeki Wachee Hornets, who advanced to the semifinal game by upsetting the number 4 seeded Bulldogs at Zephyr Hills High School on Tuesday night. You won't want to miss any of the upcoming action, as the Gulf Coast Sports Network will also have tomorrow's 4A District 9 championship game broadcasted live, with our coverage starting at 6:50 p.m. I'm Derek Smith, and on the call with me tonight is my commander of color commentary, Brian Hawkins.
Thank you, Derek, and thank you to the fans for joining us here tonight for the live playoff action here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. What a game that we just witnessed, but you can feel the energy here at Tom Barn Park already as Wesley Chapel has already advanced to the title game tomorrow, and these two teams will leave it all out on the field tonight to get one step closer to holding that championship trophy. You know, first for the visiting Hornets of Weeki Wachee, they came into the tournament as the number 5 seed, but they came out to prove that only numbers on the field matter. They accomplished just that last night by knocking off the number 4 seed. They jumped on the board early offensively behind the big bat of Demalius Rosario and played incredible defense led by Madison Moran and Taylor Levino, who completely locked down the third base side of the infield. Combined with the stellar pitching of Haley Anderson, put the Hornets right here in the semifinal game. They'll be looking to do the same thing right here tonight and score another upset here in the District 9 tournament. That being said, on the home side of the diamond, we have the number 1 seeded Hernando Leopards, who in one word describe their season, completely dominant. They enter this semifinal game with a record of 20-4. Ranked number 4 in Florida 4A, but not just that. They're ranked 25th overall in the state of Florida, regardless of class, which puts them in an elite echelon of teams throughout the state of Florida. Derek, I'm going to pause here for a second because I think we may be playing our national anthem.
Now bring it to you.
No, they're going to continue to go with Hernando. So let me get started here. You know, like I said, regardless of class, ranked 25th in the state, so it puts them in a complete elite echelon. The dynamic duo of Hannah Taylor and Olivia Townsend led this potent offense all year, with both players batting over .430 the season with a combined 8 home runs and 54 RBIs. But as a team, the Leopards are batting an impressive .355 on the year. But the most dominant weapon for the Leopards is their pitching staff. The trio of Braswell, Ellis, and Townsend have combined for an ERA of 187 and 18 complete games, with opponents only batting .206 against them, Derek.
It looks like we have another incredible matchup coming your way. The last spot for the championship game is up for grabs. Don't go anywhere. We have 5 vs. 1 live just for you. Starting lineups and first pitch are coming up next right here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
I chose Divinity because of Holly. And all the years that I have been with Holly, she is extremely knowledgeable. She has the expertise, and I don't trust anybody else. But for Holly, I've seen her for so many years. I have such confidence in her because she knows my face and my skin so well.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Legacy Wealth Partners, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Legacy Wealth Partners.
My name is Tom Roselli. I served in the U.S. Navy 65 to 69. Through all the turmoil and stress battling with the VA, I've come to learn that certain organizations have their hands tied and can only proceed so far, whereas Attorney Chris Chambers has the experience and the ability to dig into the files and get the results that got me my 100%. Tremendous job in helping veterans.
Well, fans, it all comes down to this moment. This is where it all gets decided. Johnson steps in, checks the signs. This is a classic confrontation. He's digging in. Here's the delivery. And there it goes. He's going back. It is going. It is gone.
Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
Now, there's a caffeine-free cola with that great Pepsi taste. Introducing caffeine-free Pepsi.
Big league flavor.
When you make a perfect slide. You're in the big leagues.
Big league pouch.
When you keep the team alive. You're in the big leagues.
Big league shreds.
When you block a shot or two. You're in the big leagues.
Big league flavor.
You're into Big League Chew.
Big league chew. Fan-sized wads of great taste and shredded bubble gum stuffed into a giant Stay Fresh pouch.
You're in the big leagues.
Big league flavor and big league bubble.
You're into Big League Chew.
Well, fans, it all comes down to this moment. This is where it all gets decided. Johnson steps in, checks the signs. This is a classic confrontation. He's digging in. Here's the delivery. And there it goes. He's going back. It is going. It is gone.
Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
Now, there's a caffeine-free cola with that great Pepsi taste. Introducing caffeine-free Pepsi.
Big league flavor.
When you make a perfect slide. You're in the big leagues.
Big league pouch.
When you keep the team alive. You're in the big leagues.
Big league shreds.
When you block a shot or two. You're in the big leagues.
Big league flavor.
You're into Big League Chew.
Big league chew. Fan-sized wads of great taste and shredded bubble gum stuffed into a giant Stay Fresh pouch.
You're in the big leagues.
Big league flavor and big league bubble.
You're into Big League Chew.
Welcome back, sports fans. Alongside Brian Hawkins, I'm Derek Smith. So we're going to go over our starting lineups here. Had an issue with the field lights.
Yeah, who turned off the lights, Derek?
Yeah, I didn't. I've been here the whole time.
Did you turn off the lights again?
So it takes a minute for these to cool down and fire back up again. So with the time here, we're going to go over the Divinity Med Spa starting lineup and not have to rush through it.
The Divinity Med Spa starting lineup.
And starting off for the Weeki Wachee Hornets is going to be number 6, Taylor Laviano. Batting second, number 2, Kayla Doctor. Batting third, number 12, Madison Moran. Batting fourth, number 25, Demelis Rosario. Batting fifth, number 10, Haley Anderson. Batting sixth, number 5, Diane Brown. Batting seventh, number 11, Tegan Wallace. Batting eighth, number 3, Mackenzie Villegas. And batting ninth, number 9, Caitlin Lambutis. Miranda Mays is their flex player, and they're coached by Charlene Ross. And for the home Hernando Leopards, leading off number 17, Solaris Genberg. Batting second, number 0, Hannah Taylor. Batting third, number 7, Hannah Lynch. Batting fourth, number 11, Savannah Ellis. Batting fifth, number 14, Olivia Townsend. Batting sixth, number 2, Jaden Wright. Batting seventh, number 3, Mylayla Marshall. Batting eighth, number 5, Caroline McClelland. And batting ninth, number 16, Tierra Edwards. And number 6, Ava Broswell, will be their starting pitcher. They are head coached by Kevin Bittinger. That's been your Divinity Med Spa starting lineup. So Brian, while we wait, if you didn't have a chance to check out first game of our doubleheader, it was quite a ball game. I won't ruin it for you, but it was an extra inning affair that took some twists and turns that I got to tell you I wasn't ready for. And it's going to turn out to be an instant classic here, I think, for sure.
You know, I don't disagree with you at all, Derek. It was extremely entertaining for us to watch and call it live. Definitely not what I expected, but it is district playoff softball. You know, this is for the district championship. This is play or go home. So crazy things happen. Balls bounce in different ways. But I'll tell you what, it was an entertaining game from start to finish. If you haven't seen it, by all means, go back and take a look at it. You know, it is a recorded live game. It will be there in the archives. I know that there's a lot of fans that watch the game live, that saw some fireworks. We saw some, hard-hitting home runs. We saw some outstanding defensive play, pitching at the plate. It was just lights out all the way around. Lights are starting to come back on slowly here. Once they do, if you do see some camera movement, it's just me readjusting the cameras to make sure that we have the correct shots for you guys at home. If for whatever reason the game starts to buffer a little bit and there's something that you missed, like I said, the games are recorded and they will be available at Gulf Coast Sports Network on YouTube, and you can go hit subscribe, like, and watch them anytime.
So while we wait for these lights to warm up, we're going to take another quick break, and we'll be back after this.
How long are they going to worship this guy? Hey! We got Cy Young winners over here!
Bigger? Yeah.
Hi, Tom.
Chicks dig the long ball.
Hey, have you guys seen Mark?
You guys seen Mark?
Specializing in personalized jewelry and gifts, Morningshire Market brings the game to life with custom baseball keepsakes. From necklaces to key rings, bottle toppers, and more, the options to have custom gifts made to order are limitless with Morningshire Market. Whether shopping for yourself or shopping for others, ensure that Morningshire Market is at the top of your lineup.
Morningshire Market on Etsy. Use code DOUBLEPLAY at checkout for 15% off your purchase.
Welcome back, sports fans. Alongside Brian Hawkins, I'm Derek Smith, here to call the second of 2 semifinal softball games.
We got a good one for you guys tonight. The lights are still coming back on. They're going to get brighter as the game goes on. Hernando Leopards against Weeki Wachee High School, and starting off on the bump is Broswell, freshman.
He's got some really good velocity. And leading off for Nature Coast, for Weeki Wachee, Taylor Levino. That was last game. That was last game. Thank you. Thank you for that. No balls, 2 strikes. Broswell starts off the shortstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Top of the first. And she gets a strikeout looking to lead this game off.
Yeah, like I said in the pregame, Derek, the trio of Broswell, Ellis, and Townsend have just been outstanding this year for Hernando High School. ERA of 187, 18 complete games. Opponents only hitting 206 for the year. So Weeki Wachee is up against the top pitchers in the state. It's not going to be easy.
No, but when you're David fighting Goliath, it never is here.
It's district baseball, or excuse me, I keep saying baseball. It's district softball at its finest. And I apologize about that. I am a baseball coach for a 10U baseball team locally here in the area. I grew up playing baseball. My wife played college softball. It's difficult to delineate between the two when you watch them because they're so similar. And
it's the same game, really.
It is, and you see these young ladies out here in the first game that we were broadcasting, just outstanding grit, extreme toughness. I don't expect anything different this game as well. So we're in store for a good one here.
1 ball, 2 strikes to the second baseman, Doctor, up for the Hornets. And able to foul that pitch off. Count remains 1-2. And Broswell coming out with some good velocity to start this game off. All around the strike zone, too. That one just a bit outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the first. Kind of a later start than scheduled. I believe this is scheduled for 7 o'clock. We got first pitch around 8:32, 8:34.
If you're looking in live from the baseball action on the other side of Hernando County, we welcome you to the live look-in against for this matchup, district semifinal, Hernando against Weeki Wachee. We just started. We had a late start. We had a great game in the Nature Coast Wesley Chapel game. Went into extra innings. Wesley Chapel was victorious in that game, and they'll be moving on to the championship tomorrow night against the winner of this game.
That offering by Broswell misses low. 1 ball, no strikes here. Runner on first after the 1-out walk. And that one misses high.
Yeah, Broswell just needs to settle down here, take a deep breath. She's amped up, obviously, district, semifinal game. And the first one of her young career, I would expect. So
yeah, right. Probably won't be the last, though, if I have to imagine.
I don't believe so, Derek. I think you're absolutely correct.
2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, runner on first. Fouled back. Taylor unable to squeeze that.
Great job by Madison Moran there. She was all over that pitch. She just didn't barrel it up. I expect her to do the same thing this time.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The count to Moran. Spoils that pitch by Broswell. Count will remain 2-2. So these Hornets here came to fight early in this game. On the ground, a short. And they do get the lead runner at second for the second out here.
Great defensive turn there by the middle infield, but credit to Madison Moran hustling down to first base to beat that throw.
So 2 outs now. Bring up the center fielder, Demelis Rosario. Still with the runner on first. 2 outs now. That offering falls in for strike 1. That one misses low. Evens the count, 1-1. Whoa! That one right back at us.
I don't know why I still jump with the fence, but I do. That was right at my head.
Listen, it's a good habit to get into because you never know when that fence might not be there.
And the softball looks like about the size of a beach ball coming
Yeah,
at your
that's
head.
right.
At that
That's
speed,
right.
so.
Bright orange coming right, or bright yellow coming right at you. Swing and a miss. And after a walk, fielder's choice, they leave one. We'll be right back at the bottom of the first here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
My name is Tom Roselli. I served in the U.S. Navy 65 to 69. Through all the turmoil and stress battling with the VA, I've come to learn that certain organizations have their hands tied and can only proceed so far, whereas Attorney Chris Chambers has the experience and the ability to dig into the files and get the results that got me my 100%. Tremendous job in helping veterans.
Welcome back, sports fans. Here to the bottom of the first inning. Nothing's our score. And here's Brian to tell you who's the battery for Weeki Wachee tonight.
Yeah, behind the plate, we got number 3, Kenzie Villegas. And at the in the circle tonight, we have number 10, Haley Anderson.
So to lead off, it's going to be the shortstop, Solaris Genberg. And she watches strike one come in. On the ground, second base, over to first. Great effort. But that was Doctor over there at second, and Lambutis couldn't quite get there. So they get their lead runner on. That'll bring up the catcher, number 0, Hannah Taylor. Shoots a ball down the left side, but foul for strike one.
Yeah, we got the ball coming back into the infield. Just want to give you guys an update if you're watching this game. Hernando Leopards varsity baseball is currently in the bottom of the second inning across the county. They're leading the South Sumter out of Bushnell 5-0.
So Hernando on top of South Sumter currently.
That is ripped to right center field.
Way out into the gap. One hops the fence. And aggressively sending the runner from first. Genberg able to get in. RBI double there by Taylor, doing what she's been doing all season, driving in runs. Brings up the right fielder, Hannah Lynch. That offering misses outside for ball one. Squares to bunt, pulls back. That offering comes in high. 3 balls, no strikes to Lynch. Bottom of the first. Hernando already has one up here. 3-0 pitch finds the zone. 3 balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Runner on second. Number 3 hitter, Lynch, trying to get her in. On the ground, right side, Doctor able to knock it down. Probably saved a run there. Now you got runners on first and third. Nobody out.
Yeah, great job by Doctor to body up that softball. Definitely saved a run.
Brings up the cleanup hitter, first baseman, number 11, Savannah Ellis. Squares to bunt. And Lynch able to take second there on the fake bunt.
I just noticed, Eric, but I think we have a different umpiring crew this game.
I think
looks
you're
like
right.
They switched out. They just had the first game, and just looking around the diamond here, it's definitely a different umpire crew.
It is. In the air, right side, May's giving chase. Going to drop in front of her. That'll score 1. And 2. 2 come in. Second and third, so Hernando able to extend their lead here to 3 here early in this ball game.
It was interesting in the first game. That pitch was a ball, right?
Yeah.
So it just goes to show you the different umpire zones, where their strike zone and their balls are. It's within
couple inches.
Absolutely, within a couple inches. I was just waiting for that pitch to come through. But also what it does is it shows you their pitch, what they like to see, and it teaches the pitcher and the catcher what to throw going into the later part of the innings.
And it teaches the hitters what are going to be called strikes.
Absolutely.
On the ground,
Nice
Townsend.
play.
And again, able to get that lead runner at second, but can't quite turn it.
Yeah, it's a great turn and great base running.
Laviano to Doctor there in the middle of the infield for Weeki Wachee. That'll be our first out of the inning. Runner still remains on first. This is the catcher, Candace Means. The second baseman, number 2, Jaden Wright. On the
Nice
ground,
play.
right back to Anderson, over to first. Able to get the second out. Townsend advances to second on that. This will be number 3, Mila Marshall, squares to bunt.
Trying to catch the defense sleeping there with 2 outs. Not a bad try. Unfortunately, it goes a little foul.
Probably not going to be able to sneak one on him again here with 2 outs.
No, they're awake now.
Yeah. That offering comes in a little high, evens the count, 1-1. That one low. Good block there by Villegas. Able to keep it in front of her. Keeps Townsend at second. Three balls, 1 strike here. Marshall watches that ball come in, a little inside. Shot down the left field. Moran up with it.
They got a run down.
And they're able to get
play.
Townsend too far off a second. Great play by Moran over there. Keep that ball in front of her. We'll be right back after this on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Legacy Wealth Partners, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Legacy Wealth Partners.
You beat the team you had to beat.
Hey, look!
You did it in the dust and heat. Now you're thirsty and hot, and you know what to do. 'Cause there's something big waiting for me and you. Coke is it, the biggest taste you've ever found. Coke is it, the one that never lets you down. Coke is it, the most refreshing taste around. Coke is it, Coke is it.
Welcome back, sports fans. Alongside Brian Hawkins, I'm Derek Smith. Here at the top of the second of our doubleheader semifinal softball games, live from Tom Varn Park this evening. Now up for Weeki Wachee is going to be the pitcher, number 10, Haley Anderson. Hernando jumped out to an early 3-run lead in their half of the first. Anderson and the Hornets, however, able to stop the bleeding at 3 and give themselves a chance to come back and try and put a couple on the board themselves. One and two's the count here to the pitcher, trying to help her cause. Out in front of that one, fouls it out into the seats.
Yeah, in the bottom half of that inning, Moran made a great stop at third base. Ended up getting the Hernando runner and a run down. But heads-up defensive play.
That one misses. Evens the count, 2-2.
Yeah, great patience here by Haley, trying to help her cause in the circle. And she's battling good here.
Yeah, she's all over this fastball. Yep. Broswell. Two and two, top of the second, 3-0 ball game. And keeps fighting, does Anderson. I don't think we've seen anything other than fastballs out of swing and a miss. She gets her swinging for the first out of the inning. I think we've seen anything but fastballs from Broswell yet tonight.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything off speed at all. Anderson was the first batter to really challenge her. As you see the delayed call by the umpire there. That ball was in the dirt, swing and a miss. It was not a foul tip. Anderson had a chance there to run down to first base, waited for her to succeed back to the dugout, and called her out late. But yeah, nothing but fastballs, like you were saying, Derek, at this point, challenging the Hornets of Weeki Wachee.
First two pitches missed to Brown, who's up now for Weeki Wachee. quickly ahead. 2 balls, no strikes. 3 balls, no strikes. And Taylor takes a little trot out to the circle.
You know, these teams are familiar with each other. They've played each other a couple times this season. Only Highway 50 really separates them from one side of Hernando County to the other, to US 19. So I'm sure that these girls have played softball against each other growing up, and they know each other pretty well.
A lot of familiar faces, you would imagine, from one dugout to the other.
Well, being in Brooksville, Brooksville, Spring Hill, Hernando County is a smaller town in the Tampa Bay area. Tom Barn Park, where we're at currently, is where they grew up playing softball. At Dixie Softball League, and they all know each other. They all grew up with each other playing softball in the area, so they're very familiar with each other, I would assume.
Kind of know each other's tendencies.
Ripped.
That ball ripped foul, but Broswell able to fight back after going down 3-0. Now 3-2. We got a full count here to Brown.
Great take.
Hard take, but she did take it, and they get a base runner here. That'll bring up the left fielder, Tegan Wallace. And that offering got bunted back foul. A little too much air under that if you're the Hornets. You want to make sure those bunts go to the ground, not into the air.
Yeah, but I like the aggressiveness at the plate, trying to get on the board here early in the game.
Squares around again, fouls that one back. So quickly down 0-2 is Wallace. Runner on first, 1 out. That one misses outside.
Oh, they got a run down.
They got the runner hung up over here, and she kind of just falls down and concedes.
Outstanding snap throw by Taylor.
First and second. So that erases the walk by Broswell. 2 outs now. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and just like that, the Leopards are out of the jam. We'll be right back with the bottom of the second right after this on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Roaches, ants, termites. Let Bingham's Professional Pest Management knock your bugs out of the park. Bingham's Ultimate Pest Protection Plan is guaranteed to protect your home from unwanted pests. And it's also guaranteed to be the lowest price in town. Don't let bugs get to first base in your home. Take BP on them. Log on to TampaBayBugs.com to get your coupon for a free pest treatment of your home. Bingham's Professional Pest Management. Systematic pest elimination since 1964.
Specializing in personalized jewelry and gifts, Morningshire Market brings the game to life with custom baseball keepsakes. From necklaces to key rings, bottle toppers, and more, the options to have custom gifts made to order are limitless with Morningshire Market. Whether shopping for yourself or shopping for others, ensure that Morningshire Market is at the top of your lineup.
Morningshire Market on Etsy. Use code DOUBLEPLAY at checkout.
Who's left?
Game. Pitcher Marone is due up.
Hey!
So Burns is going to have to go to his bench. The only choice is John Kane.
Okay, kid. Get me the doc.
Burns has been reluctant to use Kane, preferring to go with the younger players, but you don't have a choice here tonight.
Now batting for Marone, Kane.
What got into him?
Welcome back, sports fans. Here in the bottom of the second inning, Hernando, the 3-0 lead. Batting for them, lead it off, Carol-Ann McClellan. And Anderson starts her off with a strike. In the air, right side, twisting foul. Nobody able to get to it. So McClellan quickly down 0-2 here. And will not chase. Good thought, though, by Anderson. 1-2's the count. On the ground, third base side this time, rolling foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes remains the count to McClellan.
Ripped to right center field. Center fielder take. Nice play.
Rosario covers some ground, goes and gets that ball. You know, McClellan hit that ball hard. She just had a little too much air under it. Gave Rosario an opportunity to go and get it, and she did for the first out of the inning. I'll bring up center fielder Tiara Edwards. And she squares to bunt, but watches ball 1 come in out of the zone. Slaps the ball down the third base side, but foul. Evens the count, 1-1. And just push it over third baseman Moran's head, you would imagine. Kind of squares to bunt. She runs at the pitcher. I mean, that's got to be intimidating for a pitcher, right?
Absolutely, and what a great take by Edwards there. You know, running up in the box, trying to slap something to the grass. There she does.
Over to short.
Nice play.
Great reach by Lambutis over there at first. It was Laviano from short. Great defense so far this inning by Weeki Wachee. But that'll turn the lineup over for Hernando. So shortstop number 17 is up. And we talked about it in the first game, but how do you run up to a ball and attempt to make contact? I mean, I'm just, these girls are magicians here.
Look at that.
Pushes it past Doctor at second. And she's on with 2 outs.
Yeah, great piece of hitting there. Exactly what you're talking about, Derek. I mean, how difficult it has it to start in the back of the box, to run up, slap it to right field.
It's so hard to hit a ball just standing in the box with your feet firmly planted. Now running at it, trying to get a good angle that you can maybe pop it over somebody's head, or, you know, who knows? This is 0-0 Hannah Taylor.
A big catcher.
Taking a hack there.
You see the respect of the outfield, too. They're playing it pretty deep. Like I said, they played each other a couple times, and now I know why.
Yeah.
Hannah Taylor ripped that ball foul.
He's already scored a run today, I believe. One of the 3 that's come in. And kind of reaches for that. Third base side.
Nice play.
Ran under it for the 3rd out of the inning. Weeki Wachee tightens up their defense. 3-0 remains our score. We'll be right back for the top of the third right after this.
Big league flavor.
When you make a perfect slide, you're in the big leagues.
Big league pouch.
When you keep the team alive, you're in the big leagues.
Big league shreds.
When you block a shot or two, you're in the big leagues.
Big league flavor.
You're into big league chew.
Big league chew. Fan-sized wads of great taste and shredded bubble gum stuffed into a giant Stay Fresh pouch.
You're in the big leagues.
Big league flavor and big league bubble.
You're into big league chew.
Welcome back, sports fans. Alongside Brian Hawkins, I'm Derek Smith. Move into the top of the third inning here. 3-0 is our score. And leading off the inning for Weeki Wachee is Mackenzie Villegas. Behind the plate for them tonight. And Broswell starts her off with 2 balls. So 2 balls, no strike, the count. That one catches the zone. So 2-1 here. Top of the third, 3-0 Hernando. On the ground, first base side. Ellis able to take that one unassisted for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up number 9, playing first base, Caitlin Lambutis. And Broswell starts her off with a strike. That one misses a little outside. Evens the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Little late on that offering. 1-2 here to Lambutis. And she watches that one miss outside. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And she watches strike 3 come in. So 2 quick outs here in order. But they are able to turn their lineup over. This is number 6, the shortstop, Taylor Laviano.
Great cut there.
Comes up a little short, however. No balls, 1 strike. Fouls that one right into the dirt for strike 2. So Broswell quickly ahead, 0-2 here. She's got a changeup. This is where I would like to see her throw it, you would imagine. Nope.
Straight heat.
Stays with the heat. Listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? She's got gas, and she is using it tonight. And Laviano, a little out in front of that one, fouls it down the third base side. So we'll remain 1-2 here.
Chased.
Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. They do complete the strikeout, though. So 1, 2, 3. Go the Hornets. We'll be back after this.
Well, fans, it all comes down to this moment. This is where it all gets decided. Johnson steps in, checks the sign. This is a classic confrontation. He's digging in. Here's the delivery. And there it goes. He's going back. It is going. It is gone.
Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
Now, there's a caffeine-free cola with that great Pepsi taste. Introducing caffeine-free Pepsi.
My name is Tom Roselli. I served in the U.S. Navy 65 to 69. Through all the turmoil and stress battling with the VA, I've come to learn that certain organizations have their hands tied and can only proceed so far, whereas Attorney Chris Chambers has the experience and the ability to dig into the files and get the results that got me my 100%. Tremendous job in helping veterans.
Burger King celebrates the heroes of summer with some tasty new summertime heroes of our own. For all the folks who do so much for the little Reggies and Darryls of tomorrow, Burger King has your hero, the plain broiled double burger hero and the all-white meat chicken hero, both with lettuce, tomato, and cheese on a long sesame bun. Summertime heroes are for this season only, so come and catch the taste made for all you summertime heroes.
Overblown.
Welcome back, sports fans. Moving into the bottom of the third now. Hernando with the 3-0 lead. Been able to keep the Hornets in check thus far. Leading off for Hernando this inning, right fielder Hannah Lynch. Another one of those slap hitters, Brian.
Yeah, Hernando's played them tough, or excuse me, Weeki Wachee's played those hitters tough so far. Let's see if they can keep it up here on the defensive side.
1 ball, 1 strike is the count. Bottom of the third. Lynch leading it off for Hernando this inning. Way out in front of that offering. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Both of them fouled down the first base side. Back to the pitcher. Anderson cannot get a grip on it, which will allow Lynch to get in. And they got another base runner. Like every inning but the first, they've had the leadoff runner on.
Yeah, Derek, they definitely have. Threatening early. 3-0 ball game. They weren't able to capitalize on the second inning. Let's see what they can do here in the third. That's ripped to right center field.
Way out. Rosario, no chance on that one. Hits the ground. Lynch on her horse. Ellis moving to third. She will get in there with the RBI stand-up triple.
Outstanding effort by Rosario in center field to lay out for that. She just missed it in the glove by about a couple inches. But good piece of hitting there by Lynch. Stand-up triple. They're on the board 4-0.
And now Ellis standing on third. Brings up number 14, Olivia Townsend. Swing and a miss on a off-speed pitch, it looked like by Anderson.
It definitely was, Derek.
No ball, 1 strike. Runner on third, you have to imagine Olivia's going to do whatever she can to get her in.
Especially with no outs. She's just looking to get something in play here.
Ball, twisting foul, out of play for strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Townsend.
Yeah, great job by Anderson on the mound, keeping her off balance a little bit. You know, showing her the off-speed pitch at the first offering, and then coming in with a nice fastball to get her to foul it off. Quickly ahead here, 0-2. So, great challenge here.
That ball ripped out into right field.
That's going to be extra bases.
Gets past Mays. Townsend settles into second. RBI double. And they just keep this parade going with nobody out. Comes number 2, Jaden Wright, in the starting second base tonight for the Leopards. On the ground to short. Make sure Townsend doesn't try to go. Runners on first and second now with nobody out. That'll bring up the left fielder, Maela Marshall. And she wanted to take a hack at that one, but laid off as it was in the dirt. Comes in for ball 1. Fouls that one back, evens the count, 1-1. So if you're having some issues streaming, we have had some connectivity issues here tonight. Go ahead and pause. Let the buffering catch up and then maybe try to replay it. You still have some issues. Remember, we will have an archived version, an HD version of this available right after this game's over. As Anderson's able to get Marshall looking there.
Yeah, great job by Anderson, keeping her off balance, right? Steady diet of fastballs, and then on that count, 2 strikes, throws the off-speed pitch and gets her looking. Fantastic job.
So with 1 out, up steps Caroline McClelland, number 5, starting at third for them today. That pitch catches the inside corner, evens the count, 1-1. Ball lifted into the air to center. Rosario under it. And Townsend kind of bluffed like she was going to tag and go, but she remains at second base.
Yeah, outstanding relay by the center fielder Rosario to Lavanio. I'm sorry.
With 2 outs.
Laviano.
It's been a long day already here. Tiara Edwards steps up, number 16, the center fielder. Shoots a ball out into left field. Well played by Wallace. Able to get that in. The 3rd out of the inning, so they leave a couple. We'll be right back with the top of the 4th right after this on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Who's left?
Kane. Pitcher Marone is due up.
Kane.
So Burns is going to have to go to his bench. The only choice is John Kane.
Okay, kid. Get me the doc.
Burns has been reluctant to use Kane, preferring to go with the the younger players, but you don't have a choice here tonight.
Now batting from her own, Kane.
What got into him?
Roaches, ants, termites. Let Bingham's Professional Pest Management knock your bugs out of the park. Bingham's Ultimate Pest Protection Plan is guaranteed to protect your home from unwanted pests. And it's also guaranteed to be the lowest price in town. Don't let bugs get to first base in your home. Take BP on them. Log on to TampaBayBugs.com to get your coupon for a free pest treatment of your home. Bingham's Professional Pest Management. Systematic pest elimination since 1964.
Welcome back, sports fans. Here in the top of the fourth inning, Hernando with a 5-0 lead over Weeki Wachee. This semifinal matchup, winner of this goes on to play Wesley Chapel, the championship game tomorrow night. Number 12, Madison Moran up. Oh, I'm sorry. That is not Madison. It's the second baseman, Kayla Doctor up. I knew that didn't look right. 2 balls, 1 strike here. Broswell's got definitely some plus velocity.
Yeah, out of the pitching that we've seen this evening, she's definitely at the top echelon of the velocity for this evening.
Yeah,
no doubt. And that's all she's thrown. She's throwing a steady diet of fastballs. Apologies, it's been a long night, but yeah, absolutely in command on the mound, and just throwing fastballs.
Just challenge fastball after challenge fastball, and so far, Weeki Wachee hasn't had an answer for it yet. But with their second time through the lineup here, an opportunity to see it a couple more times.
Yeah, several hitters have been right there all over, just haven't been able to capitalize. Like you said, Derek, second time through the order, I would expect that to change. And maybe her game plan changes a little bit too and starts throwing some off-speed pitches, just trying to keep them off balance.
Opens up the repertoire a little bit, possibly. See what else she has. Third baseman Moran up now.
Some big words from you tonight, repertoire.
You like that? Well, it's a short word, but makes you sound like you're smarter than you are, which I'm always in favor of.
We're having a great time out here at Tom Barn tonight. The PA announcer has been on point, some great music playing. It's a great stadium. It's the first time I've been here. Ascended dugouts behind the fence on either side. You can tell Brooksville takes a lot of pride in this park, and they've kept it going all these years. So
that's a great place to watch a ball game. But if you aren't able to come out, we're glad you're joining us here on GCSN. Part of our semifinal doubleheader. First game featured Wesley Chapel and Nature Coast. Shot up the middle. Oh,
what a try by Wright. Wright just trying to do the snow cone to the shortstop, Genberg.
They had a shot for it, too. They nearly had a shot at 2, but everybody's safe. So with 1 out, Weeki Wachee has runners on first and second here.
It's their first threat of the evening, and I would expect them to capitalize here.
Pitcher, number 10, Haley Anderson up, trying to help her own cause.
And she really battled Braswell well her last at-bat.
She really did, and she watches that one just miss outside for ball 1. And Broswell able to find the zone there. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. And fouls that one back. 1 and 2 will be the count. That one misses low. Good job, Taylor, behind the plate, keeping that one in front of her. Runners are unable to advance as a result. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Top of the 4th. Shot down the third base side,
exactly
but just
what she
foul.
was trying to do. Absolutely. That'll move him around for sure. Great effort by the third baseman, McClellan, on that as well.
She's playing way up in front of that bag, too. And fearless over there at third. There was an off speed.
There it is.
So she does have one. And this is the person to throw it to. Anderson's been all over her fastball, but she did miss with it. Brings the count full, 3 and 2. On the ground, third base side again, but foul. So we'll get that payoff pitch again.
Yeah, outstanding pitcher-on-pitcher battle here, trying to help their own causes. And, it's really exciting, a lot of fun to watch. And challenges
fouls that one
with
again.
Another fastball. Number 10 just got to be careful here, not to get too far ahead of this fastball because
she's already out ahead of it.
I know it. I'm concerned that there's possibly an off-speed pitch coming that might fool her a little bit if she's thinking fastball all the way. But there it is.
That
another
one
off-speed.
misses.
She misses.
So that'll load the bases full of Hornets with 1 out. And we'll get a courtesy runner in here for Anderson. That'll be number 8, Micaiah Schwab.
I like the name, Mac Schwab.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm sure she goes by Mac.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? So with the bases loaded here.
Yeah, Hernando manager going out, talking to his team, tell him to take a deep breath. Nothing hurt here. We got plenty of opportunities. Just a little fumble at between the middle infield. No big deal.
Still up by 5 here.
Exactly. And then on the other side of that, Weeki Wachee, the Hornets are thinking, hey, this is an opportunity we cannot let pass. We got to drive.
Don't know how many they're going to get in this ball game, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Braswell's pitching a gem so far, and they've got to capitalize here.
Number 5, Diane Brown stepping up. The bases loaded. And only 1 out. That offering misses low for ball 1.
So just missed there.
1 and 1's the count. 1 out here, bases loaded, full of Hornets.
Another off-speed offering there, Derek. Ooh, snap throw down a second. Some aggressive defense there by the catcher, Taylor. I like it.
The ball got down to second base in a hurry,
it sure
too.
Did. Oh.
And Brown fouls that off of her, still in the box there.
Just some swagger. It hits her toe, no big deal.
No big deal.
Walk it off.
2 and 2 is the count. 1 out here, bases loaded. Weeki Wachee trailing by 5.
She was all over that fastball.
Just missed it, too.
So Weeki Wachee hitters doing a great job, really battling here against Braswell. Like you said, Derek, the second time through the order, they saw her. They're settling down.
Swinging
got
a
her
miss.
to chase. Great pitch.
A little low, out of the zone. Second out of the inning. I'll bring up the left fielder, Tegan Wallace. On the ground, first base side.
Outstanding play by the catcher,
Taylor pops out real fast to get that ball. Gets it down to first, so the Hornets threaten, but don't strike. We'll be back after this.
I choose Divinity because of Holly. And all the years that I have been with Holly, she is extremely knowledgeable. She has the expertise. And I don't trust anybody else. But for Holly, I've seen her for so many years. I have such confidence in her because she knows my face and my skin so well.
Specializing in personalized jewelry and gifts, Morningshire Market brings the game to life with custom baseball keepsakes. From necklaces to key rings, bottle toppers, and more, the options to have custom gifts made to order are limitless with Morningshire Market. Whether shopping for yourself or shopping for others, ensure that Morningshire Market is at the top of your lineup.
Morningshire Market on Etsy. Use code DOUBLEPLAY at checkout for 15% off your purchase.
You're in the big leagues. Big league flavor. When you make a perfect slide. You're in the big leagues. Big league pouch. When you keep the team alive. You're in the big leagues. Big league shreds. When you block a shot or two. You're in the big leagues. Big league flavor. You're into Big League Chew. Big League Chew. Fan-sized wads of great taste and shredded bubble gum stuffed into a giant Stay Fresh pouch. You're in the big.
Welcome back, sports fans. Leading off this inning for Hernando, be the leadoff hitter, the shortstop, Solaris Genberg.
Does it again.
Yep, gets it right through second base there. Doctor over at second, not able to come up with that. Hit a little too sharply past her. And again, leadoff runner on. Bring up the big hitter, 0-0, Hannah Taylor. Ball ripped over third base, just a little out in front of that off-speed offering. She got every bit of that ball, Brian.
The crowd feels it too. Everybody calm down. There's
Yeah.
no noise. Everybody's
Yeah.
getting quiet. See if the big catcher, Hannah Taylor, can connect with one here.
Genberg able to steal second. A little confusion, looked like middle infield there for Weeki Wachee. Not sure who was covering. As the ball comes down, Doctor kind of just gets it because she was closer. But now you got a runner in scoring position for Weeki Wachee, or for Hernando.
That's got a chance.
Ripped out into left field.
One hopped.
One hops the wall. Wallace gets it in. But Taylor, RBI stand-up double, and they just keep moving.
You know how good a team is when they're fans, and Hannah Taylor just absolutely smokes that ball. They just wait, no real cheering, just kind of waits. Once she gets on stand-up double, hey, nice hit, kid.
Yeah.
Great job.
Couple of claps. That's about it. That's what we expect out of you. 6-0 is our score here. Nobody out. Bottom of the 4th. Weeki Wachee battling Hernando here. That one misses. Gets away from the catcher. Taylor able to advance to 3rd as a result. So runner on 3rd here. The right fielder, Lynch. Back to Anderson.
Ooh, wow.
And Lynch shows off the wheels. Able to beat out that infield single. Anderson, a little time looking Taylor back and ended up costing her an out over there at first. So runners on the corners, the first baseman, Ellis.
Great job by the home plate umpire there, getting his umpiring crew in position, in the correct position, with runners on the corners. Good heads up by the blue back there.
Yeah, that's right. Best position, make the best calls we can. There goes Lynch, easily takes second. No throw down by the Hornets. On the ground.
That's through.
Past Laviano at short. So RBI single there by Ellis. And that'll bring up the big bat of Olivia Townsend.
Yeah, she absolutely ripped a double. The right center fielder last at bat.
Little out in front of that one. Goes foul for strike 1. Looked like Ellis was on her way to second base there before that pitch went foul. So let's see if she tries to take it again here. Still nobody out. Bottom of the 4th. Runners on the corners. 2 in already. That one misses high.
Great job of Villegas, the catcher behind the plate, to stop that run from coming home there. That squirts through. It's probably going to bounce off the fence and go down the first base line. Runner at third base scores easily, and the runner at first might get to third base. Oh, that is
ball's
absolutely
ripped out
hammered.
to the right center
Get
field.
out of here. Get out of here, 3-1,
and
and that may be a walk-off win, Derek. Is that 10-0?
That is 10-0.
Nobody's leaving. Okay, so it's not 10 after 4. I got a little excited, but I'll tell you what, that was an exciting shot.
That got out of here in a hurry, too, didn't it?
Townsend hits a absolute laser beam on a cold rope.
First, she tries out right center with a stand-up double, and then left center with a 3-run shot. Brings the score to 10-0 here. Hernando on top. This will be the second baseman with nobody on. Jaden Wright.
I'll tell you what, the sound off of Townsend's bat there was a crack that you don't hear very often. She
sounds different. On the ground, that's going to get through out into center field. So Wright and the Leopards keep it going here. Brings up the left fielder, Marshall, number 3. Still with nobody out.
Little conference there between the home plate umpire and first base. Not 100% sure what's going on there, but we'll try to figure it out after this.
Yeah, we'll try to get some clarification, too, on the rules here. Over to third.
Way to get the lead runner. Great job.
And they're able to get the lead runner going to second for the first out here.
Great play by Moran at third base. To the doctor ordered at second. Get the lead runner.
Nicely done.
Good try over to first base, but just not in time. I'll tell you what, when the defensive players for Weeki Wachee have an opportunity to make a play, they're making the play.
Yeah.
Hernando is just doing a great job hitting the ball where they're not and scoring a lot of these runs. And then, you know, with Townsend, you can't even get to that ball. So has it landed yet? Or it's probably still rolling.
Yeah, it's probably still rolling. It's actually a pickup truck parked out there now that I'm looking.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's where I'd park my my vehicle, but they're braver than I am. Better insurance, possibly. Runner on first, 1 out. No balls, 2 strikes. That one misses outside. Check on the runner at first. She's in.
So Anderson's way ahead here. She just needs to take a deep breath and keep her off balance, and they'll try to put her down.
That ball smoked off the roof of the
Yeah, McClellan wasn't fooled on that
storage shed.
That changeup at all.
Way out in front of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here. 5 in already this inning. That ball ripped up the middle, back out into center field. And Marshall considered testing the arm of Rosario, but thought better. Stays at second. So runners at first and second now. 1 out. So bring up the center fielder, Edwards. Looks like we have some changes here for the Hornets.
Yeah, right now we have number 5 defensive player Diane Brown reporting to right field. And let's see, Miranda Mays, the flex player in right field, comes in. So no substitutions, just some flipping around defensively for Weeki Wachee.
So Edwards stands in after the defensive changes and rips a ball off of Laviano. And Marshall able to come in to score.
McClellan crawling back to the back there. She went about 10 feet around.
Lost her footing.
Yeah, great job.
Scampered back. This will be the shortstop. Genberg up. Runners remain at first and second. That ball shot out into the gap in right center field. It's extra bases written
She's
all
on her
over
horse
it.
too. She's going 3.
2 are going to score. She's into third with a stand-up triple.
So interesting move here with Miranda Mays coming out of right field. Weeki Wachee has got her warming up outside the fence, so I think she's going to probably come in at some point to relieve Anderson.
Yeah, Anderson pitched well, but
she has.
Hernando is seeing her pitches quite well, and they are not fooled by her offerings here. So after a 2 RBI stand-up triple by Genberg, that'll bring up 0-0 Hannah Taylor again. That ball's ripped out into the gap in left center. And that stand-up double will get another one in, extend the lead to 14 here. Still with just the 1 out.
Credit to Hernando and and their coaching staff, they've got these girls dialed in at the plate. I mean, they are absolutely crushing the ball. And it looks like we got a pitching change. Number 13, Miranda Mays, is going to come in to relieve Anderson. So great job, Anderson. You pitched your heart out, kept it close there for the first couple innings. A couple of times through the order, though, it looks like they just caught up to you. So great job.
And we'll be right back after this.
My name is Tom Roselli. I served in the U.S. Navy 65 to 69. Through all the turmoil and stress battling with the VA, I've come to learn that certain organizations have their hands tied and can only proceed so far, whereas Attorney Chris Chambers has the experience and the ability to dig into the files and get the results that got me my 100%. Tremendous job in helping veterans.
Welcome back, sports fans. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. We do have a new pitcher on the mound in the circle, Miranda Mays. And she starts off right fielder Lynch with a strike.
Yeah, watching her warm up, Derek, she definitely has some good velocity, and she does have some off-speed screwball pitches.
That one misses high there, maybe a changeup. So 1 ball, 1 strike is the count here. 1 out. 14-0 is the score. And that one just misses.
Yeah, not sure where, but they have a better vantage point than we do.
Yeah, that's right. That one slapped foul, evens the count 2-2. That one misses outside. So good patience by Lynch here. Works the count full. On the ground between first and second. And that's the 15th run, which will be the ball game here. So we'll take a break and we'll be right back with the Connor Electric Player of the Game. Welcome back, sports fans, and here's Brian Hawkins with the Connor Electric Player of the Game.
Yeah, all Hernando this game, 15-0. Nothing short for Weeki Wachee. They came out, they played hard. had a great defensive effort and some success at the plate against Roswell. But the Connor Electric player of the game goes to number 14, Olivia Townsend. She absolutely smoked a 3-run home run to left center field, and I believe she was 3 for 3 at the plate today. So outstanding job. Congratulations, Miss Townsend, and good luck to the Hernando Leopards as they face Wesley Chapel tomorrow in the district championship game.
And we'll have that call for you live here. For Brian Hawkins, I'm Derek Smith. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast, and we'll see you next time right here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.